Hi, Bernie here. I'm going to share a few of the things that we keep in our vehicle at all times. We don't consider these things as essential as our first aid kit or road safety and maintenance gear that we also carry. However, we hope that one or more of these items might be useful in your travels. Having a collapsible cooler on hand when traveling has helped us a great deal. We like that it's collapsible so it doesn't take up so much space in our vehicle. And when we go shopping and get groceries, we can put them right in this cooler to help keep them cold until we can get them back to the RV. And we like this one because it has a removable inside lining, plastic lining. And it has this reflective interior that helps keep things cold. It's also got a little accessible top here if you want to just get drinks out or something like that if you're using it for other purposes. But we really like this one a lot. Again, it's collapsible, which really makes sense when traveling. We also have a small version of that cooler, and it's got a top and a bottom ice pack. It is expandable, so we can make it deeper. What we use this for basically is to pack lunch and drinks when we're traveling and we just want to pull into a rest area and eat a quick lunch without having to get into the RV and get things out and prepare it then. So it's just a quick and easy way to have lunch on hand or even to use for little excursions. So we'll basically keep this handy in the vehicle or the RV, and we'll keep the ice packs, of course, in the freezer, and then we'll put them in and we're ready to go with the lunch on the road. Susan and I both keep spare jackets in the truck, and I'll typically have a windbreaker, so that there's just a little bit of wind or a little bit of misting or something if I'm on the beach. I always have a jacket on hand. If I forget to bring one, there's always a spare in the truck. I like to get one or keep one on hand with a hood, and that's primarily because it not only cuts a little bit of the wind down on the back of my neck, but it helps to keep my ball cap on. I usually have a ball cap on to protect from sun, shade my eyes, and this will keep my hat on when it's very windy out. And I'll also keep a little bit warmer jacket if it's nighttime and we're parked by a lake or again down at the coast or anywhere else that it's cold. I can go ahead and grab a warmer jacket any time of the year. We'll have these jackets on hand in the truck. Both Susan and I like to have spare jackets. We don't go anywhere without having our backpacks on hand. I like to keep two different types of packs with us at all times in the vehicle. This smaller pack is what I like to call an excursion pack. And this is if I'm just going to be walking on the beach or going to the zoo or someplace like that, kind of urban excursion style. And then something a little bit larger with more gear in it, essential emergency gear, that type of thing, personal care items. But this is for hiking on trails and going into the wilderness. So we like to have both packs ready to go at all times. We'll usually just refresh consumables and things like food and water and stuff like that in the packs, and anything else that isn't good to be kept in a hot vehicle. We might trade those out or update any types of things that we have in there. First aid items and stuff. But anyway, we like to have a couple different types of packs for each of us, and that's generally an excursion pack and then a day hiking pack. And incidentally, inside of the day hiking pack, I always have ultralight overnight gear in here just in case I need to stay overnight. And the contents of these packs is a little bit too much to go into for this video, but I plan on doing future videos on what I carry in these packs. Aside from phone chargers, we'll also keep camera chargers in the vehicle for every one of our cameras. Now we have them in our RV but we also want them in our truck. We pull a fifth wheel, so we have a truck that we like to keep all of these chargers in. And I'll just have one for each one of the types of cameras that I have so that I can charge going down the road. Some of these have the standard accessory plug adapters on them, and some of them are just plug into 110, which we have 110 inverter outlets in the dash. So I'll have those on hand, and we find that that's very helpful as an extra to carry in the vehicle. And we'll also take something known as a battery pack. And this particular one holds about 12,000 milliamps of power, which means that it can charge your cell phones a few times. And so it's not too heavy, and we can throw this in a pack if we're going on a long walk on the beach, for example, for miles. We can have this with us and easily just plug our phones in and get a recharge from it. I have another one that is more milliamps than this, but this one tends to be enough for this type of use. So keep a battery pack and all of the camera chargers in the vehicle. We like to have an assortment of different type of functional wipes. Have glass cleaner, it's anti-fog. Filming out of windows and things like that, we like to keep our windows clean, so these are handy wipes that we can wipe interior windows with. We keep these 8-hour wipes for mosquito protection. These are really good. We like these with the picaridin in them. They tend to be very effective, and they're easy to put on our body and wipe on all over, face and hands and arms and neck and legs. And we've used several of these recently at a campsite that we were at that was just infested with mosquitoes, so it was just kind of great to just have them in the vehicle on hand to just grab at any time. We also keep these lens cleaners for primarily our any eyeglasses that we might use, or sunglasses, and they're also good for the backs of like LCD screens on cameras, as well as for your phones or tablets, but these are nice to have on hand. And also some antibacterial hand wipes. I'll often have one of these ready after I pump fuel into the truck, or anything that I get out and do with the tires or anything like that. I have these hand wipes on hand so that I can get my hands clean before grabbing the steering wheel and continue on. And also some flushable wipes, and these are basically self-explanatory, but it's nice to have a packet of these or something similar on hand. Well, that's it. Please remember to comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Cheers.